Sid is going to be riding with her parents.
This is my mom and Dad Jim.
Hi.
We're recently retired and heading off on a 6-month road trip.
I have never ridden here at Glorieta without a tour guide.
Ooh, that bag smells.
Have fun!
Jump right into rock smashing. Go catch Mom. Woohoo! Silly dog, here we go. Don't ride off anything you can't see the other side of.
Thank you. That was awesome.
Hi everybody, welcome back to the channel. I am Mackie. That is Sid. As you will remember, in the last video, I mentioned that I crashed and hit my wrist, and I was like, nah, I'm sure it's fine, it's probably just sprained, it's not broken. Well, I was wrong. I went to the ER in Boulder after Dane, our PT, looked at it, and he was like, you should get an x-ray just to make sure. When got it x-rayed, and I chipped my triquetrum, which is a little bone in the wrist. The triquetrum. So I have a chipped triquetrum, which only requires a brace, not a cast. So that's good news. The bad news is that I will not be racing for a little while. I won't even be riding on dirt for a little while. So we decided to come down to Glorieta in Santa Fe because Sid will be racing, assuming her knees continue to hold up, which so far so good. And we brought her gravel grinder bike, which is on the rack, and I have my cross bike, and I'm gonna be building that up today. But the more exciting thing is that Sid is going to be riding with her parents and showing them
You got a little
Glorieta.
glimpse of their van in the last video, but figure we'd give you a little tour, and then I'm gonna take them out on a ride and show them what the trails are like here at Glorieta. They are so awesome, and I think we're gonna have a blast.
Shall we go tour the van?
The van. Van tour.
Van tour.
Alright, I hope it's...
Everybody, this is my mom, Ellen, Dad Jim,
Hi, how you doing?
and this is their super awesome.
I'm gonna back up so you guys
Adventure
can
van.
see.
Yes, it doesn't have the adventure plates like Mackie's van.
You guys could probably get adventure in Ohio though, I'm just saying.
That'd be weird, don't do that.
So,
matchy-matchy.
I think you guys should give us a quick overview of what you are doing here, since your plates say Ohio on the back of your van over there.
Yeah, they do.
You're all right here in New Mexico.
Yeah.
We're recently retired and heading off on a 6-month road trip, going to Alaska via Santa Fe right now. So obviously
It's on the way.
we need a geography lesson.
I sort of talked Ellen into doing the Alaska trip because it's my last state, and I've been pushing her to do it for the last probably 5 or 6 years.
Cool.
That's
Now
awesome.
it's happening, and
Yeah,
you're
so-
doing it in this awesome van.
Yes, so
Yeah.
we had the van a few years, so it's had a few trial runs from Ohio to the Southwest in previous summers, so
Yep.
it's good to go.
And
Yeah.
we did one trip to the Northeast, so now we're going to the Northwest to finish it off. But it is a Chevy Express, 1500 passenger van that was converted by a company in Quebec called New West. And they basically put in the cabinet section there that is the refrigerator sink, and we were stuck with that. So everything got built from
And they
there.
put in this pop top, right?
Correct, the
You
pop
guys can
top.
see.
Is
So
New
you should go
West.
stand in there, Jim, to prove
Right.
that you actually can stand up in it.
That is
That
6'2".
that is the whole thing.
Definitely
makes it work.
definitely a selling point for changing
Yeah.
clothes and moving around and cooking.
Oh yeah, that's awesome.
We recently put in the fantastic vent, which it
Cools
beats
things.
its name and
Yeah.
definitely keeps us in the mid-80s, even in the sunny parking lot, which is
That's
really, really
awesome.
nice.
So extra boards could come across here and children could sleep up top, but we are too long and too big-footed.
Okay. Too big-footed.
Some of us.
Some of us are too big-footed.
Some of us, we won't mention. This here, you're going to have to lift your legs there, buddy. Basically is the other element of being too big-footed is I'm too long-legged. So this becomes our bed.
Okay, here, I'm gonna go to that side so that I'm not on the, here, I'm gonna hand this to Sid.
Here, you can demonstrate lying in a bed.
Yes, so we
This
use
is the bed.
Yeah, instead of a big foam mattress, we have tie sleeping mats that we can unroll and use as bolsters during the day. They could be hard for a lot of people, but we get great sleep on them.
Oh my gosh, I sleep better on them than I do other.
Right.
This section here I added. We matched the Russian plywood.
You did a good job too. It looks like exactly the same.
Right.
Thank you.
There's some food storage, for
It gave us
instance.
an extra box for food storage, and then we have clothing and other items underneath that we can access from the back.
Under the platform bed. So there are lots of storage options now that we took out the original bench seat sofa bed that came with it.
Yeah, and I can even make coffee in the morning by grabbing the pot under here, getting the coffee out from here without having to move Ellen.
Yeah, that was the priority, I'm guessing.
So we have both gas and electric. The electric is an induction plate, which is about twice as fast as the gas unit. And the gas, you know, whichever one we're not using sort of goes into the window. As you can tell, we've covered all the windows, which is ironic because you probably pay twice as much to get all the windows in there. But if we...
But you're going to Alaska, it's going to be light
Going to be
all
light.
day.
That's the problem. We're going to have 21 hours or 20 hours of daylight a day, and we got to figure out a way to sleep.
And
That's so crazy.
Turns out that it has insulated and made the van cooler in the hot Midwestern heat
nice.
camping too. So it was just something from Lowe's, some insulating material that we just cut into shapes of the windows.
Cool.
Yeah, very inexpensive, really, way to fix windows.
We gotta show their Helmator hooks back here.
Yes.
And
Oh yeah.
And these, yeah. So what's in here?
these are, you know, hammocks that are all the rage now with young people hanging from trees, but we're using them to
Mom
store.
knows everything about what's all the rage with young people.
I do. As a college professor, I know all about this. And that's just for storing sleeping bags and whatever little stuff. So they're a little cumbersome, but it does give a lot of storage.
And since it's soft stuff, they don't go thump, thump, thump when you...
You don't even
Notice them.
Got some helmet hooks back here.
Yeah, so these are the Helmator hooks, which Sid and I have in our van also.
Why is it not focusing? It's
Here,
too
let me
backward.
turn it-
You
yeah.
hold it.
Let's see if it can see it that way. There we go.
I like the way you mounted those. It looks better than ours, I think.
Well, the really nice aspect.
Here, hold that. I
is
can't
they've
do things with
always
my right
been
hand.
Bumping or bumping.
Now they don't thump or bump.
Yeah.
No thumping or bumping.
Now we
that's
do
great.
wonder if we're going to knock them off on our face while sleeping.
Well, I have done it when I rotated my pillow once and smacked myself.
But you didn't knock it off.
No.
You hit your head.
Yeah. So Sydney is in the captain's chair, which was part of the conversion.
US conversion.
It turns around, obviously, and that is nice. It came with some tables, but we took them out. They were cumbersome, and Jim did make a very neat extra cutting board with
you gotta
some
lift
extra
the
space.
Oh, that's awesome.
This is his latest awesome invention because I'm a little short on chopping space.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
Cabinet
sometimes
space
in the
around.
Midwest we're stuck inside cooking because of the rain and mosquitoes.
Just sometimes.
But here in New Mexico we can be outdoors more.
This is amazing for you folks in the Midwest that we slept all night with this
Window.
open and, you know, actually had to close it at night because it got cool. And one mosquito.
Yeah. We've made a mosquito netting door.
Oh yeah, did you guys use that last night?
No.
Wow.
We figured we'd close it up. We've only had to replace these once.
Yeah, the struts. And actually we replaced the struts because we went with the
Heavier duty.
Yakima box on the roof.
Yeah, so we can put a Yakima box on top of this and store chairs and
Camelback.
Osprey packs, actually.
I do like that.
I do.
Good catch. Good catch.
We get our sponsors straight, and other things that are wet and damp can go up there, which is nice.
It's really nice because it's like the garage. You can sort of put the things that smell really bad and
Top.
leak.
And leak.
Cool.
So you should show off their cooler too, because
Oh, yeah.
This is an interesting.
Extra cooler.
Yeah, it is now. Normally we use it as sort of our console. And that's really cool.
For putting,
But when we go out and boondock like we currently are.
whatever, we could put purses. We can,
Hardly.
yeah, we can put purses and things in there,
and stuff on
iPads.
top, right? They
Yeah, and
added
then
this on top.
And then when we're cruising along, munching on chips and cookies,
It's
and
just a
can be
Velcro.
right there.
Actually, that Velcro stuff you showed me.
Oh, it's the snap lock.
Oh, yeah, cool.
Snap lock, which is
Oh,
just
cool.
awesome.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Just
great.
some sort of things don't slide over it. So that little K2 cooler is wonderful. And today we wanted extra food, so we've got ice in it. We're using it for a second refrigerator.
Yeah, what do you call it when you're not
Boondocking.
boondocking, but you're just packing food for a long time?
Living. You're just living. Just normal life.
Van life.
You
That's
want to
right.
show off the sourdough
Oh,
starter?
and the
Oh,
Berkey.
yeah.
And the Berkey.
Well, go ahead.
The Berkey was something that I thought was a unneeded expenditure, but I have had to say that Jim is right.
What is
Well, the Berkey is
A water
a
filter.
water filtration system, which if you drink water out of a plastic holding tank very long, you go. And we have it set up so that we can continuously drip it, put it in place, and if you'll notice the fine Ori hand, that's exactly where Ori grips need to be, anywhere but on your handlebars. Ooh, I'm so sorry. At any rate, we can strap this up here, and with the addition of a little itty bitty pack,
Keep it from rattling.
we can keep it from rattling and drive down the road and filter
So we
water.
always have fresh filtered water.
And then we got 2 holding tanks down there.
So can
that
you take water right out of a stream and put it into that?
We can, according to Berkey, but we're not going to try it unless we have to.
It was more just to have good tasting water.
Yeah. And it really is that, because we use it at home just to filter out the chlorine taste.
So what's under the bandana?
And
Yeah,
under the
I wanna know what's
bandana
under the bandana.
is the perking away sourdough mixture that is in its 5th or 6th year of
Don't you call this a mash getting ready for sourdough pancakes
correct.
tomorrow?
This we'll have to extract the starter off of this to save it for the next trip, but then what's left will become our sourdough pancakes tomorrow morning for breakfast.
I'm pretty excited.
So the goal is to keep his sourdough starter going for 6 months on the road. And it's, tricky stuff.
It's not tricky. It's just if we lose it, we'll figure out a way
You
to
guys do
start
need
it
that
off.
12-volt rice cooker. I bet you could make bread in it.
Yeah, we're a little...
Oh.
We made bread in it.
Oh, we're a little envious of the rice cooker in the other van.
We're already
And
Got everything dialed, but they don't have a rice
And
cooker.
their
No
grill.
rice.
They have a pretty nifty grill, too. But, at some point we're running out of space. This vehicle does have 2 marine batteries that store, obviously, electricity. And we can run this refrigerator on for several days in the heat. We've done it 3 days before we start losing food or something.
or before we start losing power. Oh, don't forget the MACKY lighting system.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
There we go. LED strip all around.
So, yeah, we have definitely stolen some ideas.
Oh yeah, we steal ideas wherever we can find them. Okay, so this stores on my Recon rack, which all apologies to the manufacturer of Recon rack. I filed out their tool holding system, so I can go down the road and I put a couple extra reflectors on there for safety, and it just stores perfectly.
That's awesome.
Our issue was, of course, the rocket box on the roof, which we could never access.
Even though Jim's 6'2", it's still a little bit too high for him.
Yeah, even on top of the tire, trying to reach in there, Ellen's gotten tired of Jim's expletive deleted. But this goes right up, and you can get it right up
Wow, that
to
is
any
a
height you
cool
want.
ladder.
It's got plastic pieces that protect your van, and it gives you the ability to just walk on up.
So now Jim doesn't get mad when I yell, could you go off the tire and get my knee pads?
Yeah.
There you go. Ooh, that bag smells. Ooh, doggy. And then we can keep our shoes up there, which we all know smells so nice.
I want knee pads, Tim.
Okay. Is this a
I'm
knee
wearing
pad
knee
ride?
pads,
Yeah.
too.
Everybody's wearing knee pads.
All right.
You might want them. Yours. I don't know.
Get them. But the nice thing is it just gives us full access.
You guys will also notice they have a much nicer awning than ours.
We got
Much
this.
more expensive.
Yeah.
Much more
We
expensive.
got this from New West because it worked with their system of the top. It was hard to find
okay.
something that fit in the gutters once it had been converted.
Yeah.
And it took all of my high school French skills to talk to that Quebec company and order this awning. It was
Even their English speaker was hard to communicate with.
Je voudrais un awning.
Awnings are essential, I think, to van life, frankly, because it's just hot and rainy and all that. So.
I have a long storage that goes all the way so we can put a
bike stand.
Bike stand.
Okay.
And so they slide up in there all the way up, and then the 2 closed boxes are on there, and the rest is spare parts. Nothing like what you carry, but enough spare parts to get us through. An extra shock is hidden in there.
Yeah, cool. What you got going on over here, Jim?
Airing up. We were at the Nationals and saw the Shimano setup. So I went home and I said, can you do this? And the guys at Trucks by Design put it in and mounted a 6-gallon tank up underneath there.
Okay, so there's a tank underneath the van.
Correct.
With an air compressor.
With an air compressor.
So that fills up the 6-gallon tank.
Yeah, and it's got a little gauge right here. And you know, I don't like to turn it on when I'm just running 12 volt, but when I've got...
Since you're plugged in.
Yeah, since I got AC, or sometimes, like if we remember when we're traveling, we turn it on as we're
while you're driving, so it can fire, it can charge up.
The top
okay.
And do it.
So it turns on, it just fires it up, pumps up the 6-gallon tank, and then this is the outlet.
Correct.
Wow, that's awesome. And so then that's a long, like 20-foot hose or something?
Yeah, 25, I think they call it.
Okay, and so you can get all of your car tires if you need to.
I can get all my car tires.
Nice.
I can get all my car tires. So if I have to, if we get stuck, I can let all the air out.
Yeah, get yourself out and then put it all back in. That's awesome.
And I also have a set of air shocks that I added. And that's really helped a lot, because when we used to drive down the road and you'd hit those bumps on the other, with the load that we have.
Oh yeah, because you got all the bikes on the back.
Spread out way back behind the rear wheels. You just get this, and now we just sail right over top.
That's awesome.
Really, really nice.
That's really nice.
Yeah, sweet.
Cool.
So, I have never ridden here at Glorieta without a tour guide.
Okay.
Or during a race, so Mackie drew me a map. They have maps, but we don't have them.
Let me see if I can get a shot of this map, because I'm pretty proud of it. Oh, there we go.
Isn't it?
This is my map.
Anyway, so Mackie drew a map. We're over here in the camping and trying to decide where I should take my parents on the ride. That won't be too crazy, but will still be fun and we won't get lost. I was thinking we warm up on the Cell Tower Trail.
Yep, that's a good one.
And then we'd pop out, and then I can get over to the RV park. That's easy.
Yep.
And then there was something about there being a climbing trail for 30 Acre Wood, but I'm not sure where that is.
I think it's the road.
Ready to go? Ready to go.
Okay, Jim, you ready?
I'm ready.
They're all ready to go. I'm pretty disappointed I don't get to join them because I love these trails. Oh well.
Does everybody have everything? Satellites found. Satellites are found. All right, we can go.
Have fun. Goodbye. Old can't ride on the dirt Mackie. I guess I better go build up my cyclocross bike so that I actually can ride.
So the first trail we're gonna ride today is the Cell Tower Loop. We've got a pretty chill, like sort of green trail up to the top, maybe like 20 minutes, and then really short little descent. And that's a good, really still getting used to the altitude. Hard to talk and breathe at the same time. Anyway, really good warm up here at Glorieta if you're not ready to jump right into rock smashing right away. I think it's good we came up the little hill first, because my dad thinks this is a pretty big hill compared to Ohio, huh?
No, it's a good view. Well, you know, in Ohio we don't get them all in one shot. It's up and down and up and down and up and down.
Here a second, Jim. I'm gonna meander down behind you guys.
Ready?
Ready.
All right, let's do it. See how they do. Woo! Woo, looking good. We are about to go ride the back 30 trail, or 30 acre trail. Keep confusing it with the trail in Arkansas. 30 acre trail, really fun descent. Climb was not too bad. Here goes Mom. Go, Mom, go. It's a tough one. I've never made it up this punchy. Probably can't tell on the GoPro how steep it is, but it's really steep. Yes. Oh, I made it. That's the key to success, is taking a 5-minute break in the middle of the hill. Sucker is steep. Now we're at the top of the descent, so I'm gonna put my knee pads on. Wall of 8. Oh man, altitude is real. Did you make it?
At first surge, I let my front end come up. I had to put her foot down. When I put it right back in, I rode it. But I know I couldn't have ridden it
Straight through? Me neither.
Had I stayed on it from the bottom, because I was pretty weak.
Yum. Peanut butter sandwich. Right. Gonna go catch Mom. I'm with you, you're good. Stand up. Yeah. Nice. There you go. Woohoo! You want to try that again? I think you've.
Yeah, I think I should try
I think
that
you've
again.
got it.
I was in way heavy gear, like there's no way I could have.
If you want, I'll spot you right here, so there's no way you're gonna tip this way. Just. If I pass you my bike, I'm gonna spot her. Thanks.
There you go. Keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going.
Woohoo!
There you go.
That was it.
Yeah.
You did it.
I just needed to pedal right where Jim gave me a little push. No, that was fun.
Very
But I
good.
think you were worried about that first section, and then you
Yeah, then I stopped.
You
I do that on technical.
surprised yourself that you made it. Nice. Get some momentum for this climb. Yeah. Keep going, keep going, keep going. Nice. That's a tough one.
Oh wow, pretty.
Yeah. Nice. Here he goes. Nice. Nice.
Keep rolling. Nice job.
I wasn't sure if you were gonna bulk on that one or not. I knew you could do it. It was just a matter of you could see. Yeah. So let's find somewhere in the shade and discuss options. So we decided to split up. Mom is gonna head back on Western Town, back to the campground, and I'm gonna take my dad on Chili Dog.
Boy.
This is where it gets real. Made it to the top. Eat some sugar real quick. Kind of was crashing a little bit. Refueling with some scratch drops. Good stuff. Chili dog, here we go. Yeehaw! Oh, that's a beeline that did not exist before. That's new. We're getting up on that drop, so don't ride off anything you can't see the other side of. Yeah, I blew it though. I always have to look at this one because the first time I ride it in a while I go off at the wrong angle. Then I have to do it again. You have to not be pointed to the left, obviously.
I'm sorry.
It's okay.
I see it now, but you know, I just couldn't see it. That's really...
I hate this one. I guess I should do it again. Whew. Out of breath. All right. I'm gonna let you go first. Make sure you make it all the way up. Nice. Going for it. You follow me?
I'm with you.
I'll try to go at speed that you can see where you're going. What'd you think?
Thank you.
Fun?
That was awesome.
Yeah.
Wow. That was awesome.
Crushed chili dog.
Nice.
Oh, you should see me sail over that big jump.
All right.
Not so much.
I'm surprised. I don't feel like I've been back that long.
Oh my God.
Yeah, you guys moved.
We went fast up the hill.
Nice.
All of Dad's Sims Road climbs.
Really paid off.
Yeah.
All right.
You did really good.
Was it holy
You
moly
did
or
great.
chili dog?
We did chili dog. Yeah. Dad, do you want to share your fitness secret with the internet?
Well, people in Athens, Ohio know I live on a road called Sims Road, and that road is closed whenever it snows. So it's a perfect place to train all winter long.
It's a gravel climb, kind of like the climb up to Chili Dog, only at sea level.
Yeah, that's sea level. Or 600 feet, as opposed to whatever that was. But yeah, and I climb it once a day from January 1st to March 31st. And I can get behind, but I can never get ahead. So
And how many times do you have to do it?
it ends up being 91.
Oh, okay. I thought you just had to do it as many times as you were old.
Well, that's how I started it,
Okay.
but about...
That was too easy.
No.
Pretty much.
Pretty much. Well, one year I figured out with the leap year, I could do my dad's age, which at the time was 91. So I did mine through whatever February and got my age in there, and then I did the extra to climb them for my dad.
Okay. But now Granddad is 96.
Right.
So you couldn't.
I can't go any higher than 91. It has to be a leap year to get 91.
Right.
Yes.
Anyway, moral of the story. That's how you get fast in your 60s.
There you go. You just keep climbing.
Keep climbing.
Sounds like Sid and her parents had a good ride. I did not, in fact, get to building my bicycle while they were riding because I was doing the fun dealing with emails thing. They piled up a little bit. It's been a busy couple of weeks, as you guys know. And then this is sort of like, okay, I'm gonna use this as an excuse to like sit down, clean out the inbox, deal with the emails that I need to deal with. I dealt with most of them before they returned. But now, I actually am gonna build up my bike. So I am super excited. This is the Jamis Supernova. And I've got my box of parts. And then I got some wheels from BTI because I will be running Vittoria's disc road wheels or cyclocross wheels, but they don't have them yet. So for the time being, I run some DT Swiss wheels that I bought. And then when the Vittoria ones are available, I will swap over to that. But I'm pretty excited. This bike is beautiful. So start building it up. Hooray, it's alive. Jim helped me out with the grip tape. It's not really my strength, having not had to put grip tape on in a long time. But I got my nice orange grip tape, matching with my orange pedals. So I think, whoa, it just fell over. I caught it sort of. Sorry, bike. That's okay, it was its first crash. It has to happen, so that I'm not terrified of riding it. I'm gonna go ride it around a little bit, see how it feels, see how my wrist feels on hoods, which I think is gonna be better than on mountain bike grips. Wish me luck. All right, I'm off.